Hello my dear students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So kindly watch the video till the end and don't forget to press the bell icon for the subscription. So let's see that what is header link list. See, header link list is a special kind of link list which contains a special node at the beginning of the list. This special node is known as head node. This node contains the important information regarding the linked list. This information may be total number of nodes in the linked list, some description for the user like creation date, modification date, or information about whether the data is list is sorted or unsorted. So that you can say it is a special type of list where that header node is added in the beginning, and which will keep the information about the total number of nodes, that the date which we have created, which you have modified. Either the list is either in the sorted order or in the unsorted order. So you can see that diagram for the header linked list here, like the other linked list. We are writing that this header node in the beginning while we are creating the node. So these are the different nodes, like here the value is 52, 62, 70 and the 40. And one more thing, at the last node, the last node having that the null pointer, if you are creating that header nodes. So header linked list having a header node in the beginning while you are creating. So this is the example, this is the diagram for the header linked list. Now see that what are different types of header linked list. There are four types: grounded header linked list, circular header linked list, two-way header linked list, and circular two-way header linked list. So these are the four types: grounded header linked list, circular two-way, and the circular two-way header linked list. So see the first one, that what is the grounded header linked list. A grounded header linked list is a list in which last node of the list contains null in the next pointer field. As you can see, that's the previous diagram. This is the example of the grounded header linked list, right? Because if the header linked list having more than one nodes, right? So the last node will contain the null pointer. The last node will contain the null pointer. So grounded header linked list, if you see the definition, that grounded header linked list is a list in which the last node of the list contains null in its next pointer field. Another scenario, if the grounded header linked list is empty, if the grounded header linked list is empty, then the null value will be stored in the next pointer field. The null value will be stored in the next pointer field. As you can see here, this is the diagram for this grounded null header linked list where it is empty. So you'll have only that header node, and the header node will have the next pointer field as null because there is no any other node present in the list. So there are two cases. One, if more than one nodes are there, right? So in that case, the last node next pointer value will be null, and if it is an empty list, then the header node next pointer value, next address will be the null pointer. Second type is circular header linked list. Circular header linked list is a list in which last node of the list points back to the header node. That is, the next pointer of the last node contains the address of the header node. Because if you see the previous one, the last node contains the null pointer in the next field. But if you talk about the circular header linked list, the last node will keep the address of the header node. Last node will keep the address of the header node. As you can see the diagram, this is the header node, this is the first node, this is the second node, this is the third node, and this is the fourth node. So this is the last node. So this will not contain the null pointer. So the next pointer field will contain the information about the header node. So it will be connected through the header node. Okay. So this is the circular header linked list. Now see that the two-way header linked list. Two-way header linked list. A two-way header linked list is a list in which header node can be added from any one of the end, as you can see here. And one more thing, that two-way linked list having three parts. The first part is the previous address, the second part is the information field, and the third part is the address of the next pointer field, right? So it is a combination of different nodes having three fields. First field, address of previous node, the second is the information field, and the third one is the address of the next node. So the last node will you can add that header node either from the last, either you can from the beginning. So this is the two-way header linked list. Fourth type, the two-way circular header linked list. Two-way circular header linked list. The advantage of the two-way circular header linked list, it may be combined into two-way circular header linked list also, because you know that it is we can use we can add this from the last node also, we can add from the first node also. So the last node will keep the address, previous address as well as the next address of the header node. Same thing, the first node will also keep the previous address as well as the next address of the header node. So it can be this list is circular because the two end nodes point back to the header nodes. So it can be a circular two-way circular linked list, and it can be a two-way circular header linked list. Why? Because both the end nodes are connected through this header nodes. So these are the four different types of header nodes. Now see that what are different operations performed on the header nodes. There are three operations which we can perform, that insertion operation, deletion operation, and traversing. Insertion, as we have done in that single linked list as well as a double linked list, right? So insertion we can do from the beginning, we can also perform from the end, and we can also perform from the at any point of any node. Same thing, we can perform the deletion. We can perform the deletion of the header linked list either from the beginning, either from the end, or either from at any point of time. And traversing, as you can see that the traversing of the linked list, as we have this diagram, we can start from this header node. We can start from the header node, and we have to traverse in the sequence. So after the header node, we'll go to the first node, we'll go to the second node, we'll go to the third node, and finally wherever we'll get the null pointer in the node, we'll stop over there. So that wherever we'll get the this null pointer in the next field, we have to stop traversing over there. So this is the traversing, okay, process of the header linked list. Now see the advantages of the linked list. They are dynamic in nature, which allocates the memory when required. Insertion and deletion operations can be easily implemented, and it can also be implemented through this stack as well as queue. Linked list reduces the access time. Why? Because all are connected through each other, and each and every node will keep the information about the next node. So that's why it will reduce the access time. Disadvantages of the linked list. The memory is wasted as pointers require extra memory for the storage. You know that there are so many nodes, and whenever you want to access, right, so each and every node will require the memory for storing the particular value. No elements can be accessed randomly. It has to access each node through the sequence. And reverse traversing is difficult in the linked list. So these are the different disadvantages. Now you can see that application of linked list in the computer science. We can also we can implement that linked list through stack as well as queues. The implementation of the graph, then we can use the adjacency list representation of the graph, which is more popular, and it can be used through the linked list for storing the adjacent vertices. Then dynamic memory allocation, we can use linked list for the free blocks. Then linked list is also used for maintaining the directory of the name. So it is, you know that it can be used for maintaining the directories of the names. For example, that we can have different values, right? So in the memories, so we can use that data block for maintaining the data. Then performing arithmetic operations on long integers. Then manipulation of polynomials by storing constant in the node of the linked list, and it is also used for representing the sparse matrices. So these are the different applications of the linked list. We can implement in stack as well as queue. We can implement through the graphs, as we can see that adjacency list. We can also have a dynamic memory allocation. We can also maintain through the directory of the names. We can perform arithmetic operations for the long integers. We can also manipulate the polynomials by storing the constant, and we can also use for the representing the sparse matrices. So these are all about header linked list, right? So kindly subscribe the channel and don't press the bell. Don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.